Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Journey Podcast. This week, something crazy happened. Instagram and Facebook and WhatsApp went down, and people lost their freaking minds. It wasn't chaos in the streets, but it was definitely a concern for a lot of my students who primarily use social media to promote their business and get clients. And so I got a couple messages of people being like, "What's happening? What's going on? Like, oh my God, what if it absolutely disappears?" And so there are a lot of talking points that I want to talk about, but mainly we're going to talk about like what to do when Instagram crashes or what to do if social media were to completely disappear off the face of the earth forever. Now, really quickly, I had a freak out episode back in 2019 when this happened for the first time. I was a little bit young. Actually, no, it was 2018 or 2019. I was a little bit younger and I wasn't as sure and secure of myself and my business. I was getting started. I really was kind of hustling and didn't really have any strategy or anything. It was before I worked with my mentor Ross, who changed my life. And Instagram crashed for like a whole day, and I freaked out. I was like, oh my God, how am I going to get income? I'm going to have to go get a job. I'm going to have to go back to school. Like, I can't use Instagram anymore. What's happening? I can't post. Like, I'm freaking out, like, blah, blah, blah. And, um, and then it came back on and nothing changed. It came back on literally later that day and nothing ever happened. And that was the first freak out episode where I had with social media crashing. And I learned in that, I'm like, you know what? You just need to trust that it will get back to normal and trust that it will come back on. Um, and everything's going to be okay. Right. And so when this time it crashed, I had so much more experience with my skills and with my knowledge and my confidence to know that even if social media were to disappear, it didn't really matter in the long term, because the skills that you build running your own business are skills that are you going to take with you no matter what you do. Even if, let's say, Instagram would crash, your business completely disappeared, you still have skills that you can take with you to the next thing. But one of the girls on our team, or one of the students from our team, texted me, and she was like, "Oh my God, what's happening? What do I do? Like, what's going on?" And I told her, I said, "Hey, look, there's nothing really you can do except for wait. So instead of freaking out over whether or not you're going to survive, spend your time doing something productive that's going to set you up in the future, right? Read a book, get on YouTube, watch some videos, take some course material, do something that's going to invest in you. So that way you don't waste the time freaking out whether or not Instagram's ever going to come back." I had told her too, I'm like, look, Instagram, Facebook, it's a multi-billion-dollar company with some of the smartest people in the world working for them. There's smarter people at Facebook than there are people running our government, right? So the smartest people in the world are at those companies. It's not going to go down for very long, right? And there was also some rumors on Twitter that people were deleting massive amounts of data from the router, and that Instagram isn't just down, but it's gone forever. And I told her, I said, look, in a time like this, especially in a time like this with Instagram being down, it is a really good opportunity for people to capture your emotions and trigger your emotions to get you in an emotional state. So I told her, I said, it's not right for us to assume what might be happening at Instagram or Facebook when we really have no idea. So let's just wait it out until it comes back, and then we can make an educated decision or informative decision. And she said, yeah, you're totally right. So you just have to be careful with fear mongering like that. People will tell you stuff that's not quite true just to get an emotional reaction out of you and freak people out. And so that's kind of what happened with it. And I told her, I said, just wait, be patient. It will come back, and here's the thing, even if Instagram and Facebook were to disappear forever, let's say that someone actually did go into the routers and started deleting massive amounts of information and were to absolutely disappear. Again, it's a multi-billion-dollar company that has a proven platform. They'll just build it again, right? Will it be as good? Will it take some time to get to that level? Sure, it might, but it'll just build again. And let's say that it was to go down forever. Well, you can always cross over to different platforms and start over, right? And even though that sucks, you're not going to be hungry, right? Because if you understand how to promote your business online, if you understand the basic principles of marketing and sales, it doesn't matter what platform you're on. You can go over to YouTube and get the same level of success. You can go over to Snapchat and get the same level of success. You can go over to LinkedIn and get the same level of success. So sure, it is pretty risky to put all your eggs in one basket. I do that with Facebook and Instagram, but I mean, I have a YouTube channel, I have a podcast, I have, email. So I guess I'm not all in one basket, but let's say that it were to disappear forever. If you have the skills and knowledge to own your own business and market and sales, you can literally go into the grocery store and walk out with $1,000 if you know how to talk to somebody and sell your program, right? So it's your business isn't directly tied to Facebook or Instagram being up. Your business is directly tied to the level of skills that you have in yourself that you can carry with you. So that's kind of my thoughts on Facebook and Instagram crashing. The other thing I was going to say too, what was I going to say? Oh, the other question is like, what happens if it disappears? What happens when it gets shut down? What should you do as a business owner? What you should do is always have a communication with your team. If you do have a team, just be in communication with them. I use Slack personally to communicate with my team, but I know a lot of people used WhatsApp. But because Facebook owned WhatsApp, WhatsApp was down as well, and they couldn't communicate with their team or their clients at all. And that was pretty shitty. But if Instagram crashes, what should you do? Read a book, watch some educational content, watch course materials, just do anything that you can to learn, and then pass the time. And that will be valuable time for you because you're going to become better as a business owner and as a coach. So that being said, guys, hope this was helpful. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.